I need to tap this. So for me, I always have trouble trying to start anything, and something I found very comforting in writing a paper, just in general, is to start by saying the quote. And the quote for this that I picked is by Taylor Swift. I'm smitten with her, as most of you know. And the quote starts off, "When I was a little girl, I used to read fairy tales. In fairy tales, you meet Prince Charming and he's everything you ever wanted. In fairy tales, the bad guy is very easy to spot. The bad guy is always wearing a black cape, so you always know who he is. Then you grow up and you realize that Prince Charming is not easy to find as not as easy to find as you thought. You realize the bad guy is not always wearing a black cape, and he's not easy to spot. He's really funny, and he makes you laugh, and he has perfect hair." Okay, so at the start of my freshman year, I was not a good student. I just laid around and was like, whatever. And my grades weren't good. But towards the end of it, I started to get better about it, and my grades started to go up, and I felt really good about myself. So I was like, I conquered that struggle. Like, now what can I do? And I decided that maybe it'd be a good time to like find a relationship, or like try to. So it was in between my freshman and sophomore year. And I met this guy named Blake, who at that time, he was gonna be a senior at Del Valley. He was about my height, he had brown hair, brown eyes, and I have this weird attraction to nerds. That's the only way I can describe it, because that's what they are. He really liked anime and playing games, and like I haven't played games in since I was like 10, and like I really enjoy that, and I like playing like Mario Party and stuff, and that was stuff he liked, and I was just really attracted to him, and I was really I think braces are cute, like, and he had braces. He was like 18 years old and had braces. I don't know. I just thought he was the most perfect thing, and I had this imaginary checklist of like, has to have this, 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 and this. And he checked off everything on that list, so I was like, this is great. This is good, I like this. And then we flirted for like over the course of a month and a half. And then I never, ever, ever thought that it could go sour, it would go wrong. Instead of focusing on what could go wrong, I mainly focused on what could go right. And one day he just changed his mind and said we're too different. And I did not think like that would ever happen. I thought things were going okay, but I guess I was too different. And I was just like, oh, I felt really stupid because I asked, can we still be friends? And he was like, yeah. But needless to say, he did not talk to me after that. So I was left with like no closure, I guess you could say. And I took that as, yes, we can be friends, as like this hope of like, oh, well, maybe I could change myself and be what he wanted. And I lived with that false hope for like maybe about half a year, where I would just change myself. Even though he couldn't really take notice because he would have talked to me, I just thought he would. And around the time right before my junior year, this lasted for like from October of sophomore year to June or July, right before my junior year. So during my junior year, I was like, okay, I'm done being sad and depressed. Like I was really sad and depressed during that time. I was really depressed. I was just bummed out. I would go to school and do work and laugh, but then I would go home and just feel really crappy about myself. Which isn't good. So during my junior year, I started doing more things that I like to do, and I found a lot of stuff to be happy about. And I've gotten better about a lot of things. And I don't know, at the end of it, I felt like that was a lesson I needed to learn. I really needed to learn that not everybody is honest in the words that they say, and you're gonna get hurt, and you should prepare yourself, or at least expect stuff to not go the way you plan. And I feel like you can either choose to be very bitter about it and let it affect you and just be bitter, or you can take it and learn it and grow from it and evolve from it. That makes sense. And at first I chose to be bitter, and right now I'm choosing to evolve from it. Like, that was a lesson, like, it's learned. And I think it was definitely something I needed to learn.